What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. This one's entitled Resentful Single Mothers. Having a conversation, a friend of mine made me think about something. Told me like, she told me, sometimes women, because I'm talking about this is a father child issue, a father mother drama issue or whatever. It was like, sometimes women who have babies by more than one person resent the person who's the better parent more than the person who's not at times, because it kind of, I guess, is a, how did they put it? It kind of shows that they probably chose the wrong kind of guy and are faced with the fact that they still have to deal with the other kind of guys that they like, so they get the brunt of it. What I mean by that is, if I'm being clear, a girl might have a kid with a guy who's a decent guy, and a girl might have a kid with a guy who's not a decent guy. She might give the decent guy hell because he's a decent guy, and she has to deal with that in her mind, and she might let the not decent guy off the hook and don't say nothing, don't complain about nothing because they're not a decent guy. And it creates a whole different kind of conflict, because it's like, okay, let me get this right. A guy who won't take care of their kid or be responsible or even be a father, you willing to over and over and over and over and over and over and over forgive, give second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seven, eight, nine, 10 chances, and then a guy who is a decent guy, it's like you're creating arguments to have a one and done. Because you crossed me this one time, I can't never deal with you no more. I got to take my baby and blah blah blah. And I was wondering, like, I want to know, is that like a control issue or something? Because we live in a society where nobody takes responsibility for, I'm not gonna say nobody. A lot of people don't take responsibility for their roles and their actions, and especially when it comes to kids, because we blame a lot of kids for being bad when we're parents. Our parents blame us as their kids for the things we do, and we learn it from our parents. Their parents do the same thing sometimes. So I wonder, okay, what do we want these kids to be? And under those circumstances, what do we expect those kids to turn out as? Because if you tell her, if the kid's looking at it, are you telling the kid, don't be decent, because if you be decent, you're gonna get treated like you're nothing. But if you be, but if you reckless, you ignorant, then everybody's gonna hope that you get better and be there for you. I think it's sending a bad signal to the kids. Screw the adults in the matter, because sometimes we talk about why um, women date bad boys and why men choose to be with sluts. And I started to think when they made that point that if you're in one of those households, you might choose that because that's what you see your parents gravitating to, praising, loving, excusing, forgiving, accepting. Because if you don't accept somebody for being decent, but you accept somebody for being not so decent, then of course a kid's gonna see the, maybe if I act out, they'll love me. Maybe if I act crazy, they'll care about me. Not the, maybe if I do the right thing, they'll love me. Maybe if I do the right thing, they'll care about me. It's a slippery slope. So just give me your input on that. Peace.